think I'm okay, and then I hear the music and I see them and I feel like I'm not gonna get through this without crying. I'm so proud of you guys. Good evening, families, students, faculty, and honored guests. Today we celebrate a remarkable group of students, their accomplishments, their journeys, and the bright futures they're about to step into. Graduates, as you prepare to walk across the stage and into the next chapter of your lives, I want to take a moment not just to congratulate you, but to thank you. Because while you were learning from us, we were learning from you. You taught us that tenacity is more powerful than talent. You showed us that brilliance is not just about IQ or test scores, it's about the passion you feel and act upon when something matters. It's the refusal to give up when things get hard and the willingness to keep showing up. You taught us that excellence and empathy live side by side. You didn't just chase individual achievement, you lifted others as you climbed, and you advocated for voices that were quieter than your own. You proved that greatness is meaningless without heart. And most of all, you reminded us that the future is in very good hands. You debated injustice, created solutions, built things I don't understand, and cared about problems bigger than yourselves. Please know this, your legacy is not just in the scholarships, the awards, the titles, all the things you've earned. The legacy lives in what you taught us and everyone else. You made this school better, you made me better, and for that, I thank you. As you leave here today, I hope you carry forward the same courage, compassion, and curiosity that brought you to this moment. Congratulations, class of 2025. We are so proud of you, and we can't wait to see what you do next.
Okay, somebody moved my script, so give me a second. This year, at Basis Oro Valley, we witnessed outstanding dedication and ingenuity from our graduating seniors in their senior projects. From developing proposals to delivering formal presentations, these students demonstrated a passion for their chosen subjects. 10 of our 30 senior project participants have been recognized with the Senior Project Jaguar Excellence Award. I am thrilled to announce Basis Oro Valley's recipient of the second annual Basis Educational Venture Scholarship for the class of 2025. This prestigious scholarship, valued at $5,000, is awarded to the student who has displayed the highest quality project, engagement, and achievement. Our two finalists were Paulina Verivoda, with her project, The True Cost of Loyalty, Uncovering the Investment Behind Long-Term Clients, and Suhani Sodhi for Unveiling Distortion, Bridging Theory and Practice in Optical Metrology with Deflectometry. The selection process for the Basis Educational Venture Scholarship involved a rigorous evaluation by both a school-based nomination committee and a central selection committee. While all of our seniors presented remarkable projects that demonstrated curiosity and critical thinking developed over years of study, we did have to select a winner. After much deliberation, I'm proud to announce that that recipient is Suhani Sodhi. Suhani, please come to the stage. As we celebrate our 2025 Basis Educational Venture Scholarship winner, we would like to take a moment to recognize the invaluable support of our Basis Oro Valley teachers and staff, as well as the teachers and staff for all of our senior class throughout the years. Please take a moment and give them a round of applause. seniors are invited to speak. They are chosen based on the meaning and message of their speeches. First up, we have Allison Kuster, our class journalist, attending Northwestern University, with her hopes for the class of 2025.
Dear class of 2025, happy graduation. Today marks the end of a decade spent surrounded by purple lockers, in freezing classrooms, and at criminally short lunch breaks. Some weeks have felt like years as we crammed for pre-comps and APs. We spent semesters counting down till our next weekend, break, and dance. Then strangely, we started counting down till our last weekend together, our last dance, and our last break. Until we finally got here. And now that we've arrived, it feels like it came too fast. In getting here, we weren't alone. We had the help of the friends and families who fill this room. We had the help of incredible teachers who put in way more hours than they needed to because they believed in us. We had a wonderful administration staff that kept our world together. And of course, we had Miss Lewitt, the best college counselor in the world, who was always there to lend a shoulder and a kind voice, even with her outrageously busy schedule. Thank you to all of you. But my biggest thank you I've reserved for you all sitting in front of me. Our class has had a variety of colorful language used to describe us: competitive, loud, overachieving, and many more that I'm sure our teachers can fill you in on. However, when I think about the class of 2025, I think of a class that cares. Since second grade, I've seen you all at the front of protest lines. I've watched you all be the only ones to raise your voice in a room full of people. I've seen you be the first to hold someone as they cry, even when you don't know them. I have had the great privilege of watching you all grow from short kids who dream with wide eyes to young adults who are starting the next chapter of their lives. That will be terrifying, but so exciting. As we head into the next part of our lives, I feel the need to give some parting advice. But honestly, I'm not more qualified than any of you to be talking about what you should or shouldn't do, so instead, I'll give you my hopes. I hope we never stop caring. I hope the care we've shown in the classroom just grows as we start to care for a bigger world, from voting for bills on Capitol Hill to learning how to raise our sons and daughters. I hope we rush to be the first one to open a door for someone, but also stop to remember how pretty spring is when we're on our way to work. I hope our passion stays and our patience grows. I hope we grow and stay the same. I hope we become a class of duality. I hope all of that, but above all, I hope that we're all happy. Sorry, give me 1 minute. From doing our literature portfolios the night before and texting messages of solidarity, to debating global politics over team messages during a pandemic, BASIS alone has been an entirely unique experience. And BASIS as a class of 2025 has been something I cannot find the words to describe. But if I were to do it all again, I wouldn't want to do it with anyone else. So thank you to the class of 2025 for making high school more than purple lockers and freezing classrooms. Thank you.
I'm now pleased to introduce our next speaker, a future doctor who will be doing the accelerated pathway to medical education at the University of Arizona this fall, Nishita Kirakami.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone, families, friends, teachers, and of course, the incredible class of 2025. Can we hear it for them one more time? Today is a day that we've dreamed about for years. It's the day we toss our caps, take a million photos, and let's be honest, silently panic about what comes next. But before I jump into the future, I want to take a moment to reflect. I want to start by talking about something that has ruled our life for as long as we can remember: numbers. And I know that's weird, but let me explain. From the very beginning, numbers have been the silent background of our existence. The number on your transcript, the number on the weighing scale, the number of followers you have, the number of unread emails you've been ignoring since sophomore year, the number of push-ups you can do before your arms betray you, the number of hours of sleep you got last night. Scratch that, minutes of sleep. We're constantly asked How many or how much? How many awards did you win? How much did you score on that final? How many clubs are you in, and how are you somehow president of all of them? It's like we're stuck in a giant math problem, except no one gave us the formula. And let's be real, some of us didn't even like math. I chose medicine for a reason. But in this endless sea of metrics, rankings, and numbers, I think we've forgotten to ask one simple, powerful question. How are you? And I don't mean the casual automatic, how are you? The one we toss out when we walk into a room or bump into a friend in the hallway. The one that expects a quick, I'm good, how about you, before we move on. I mean the real version. The kind that pauses. The kind that listens. Just, how are you, really? Because at the end of the day, it's not the numbers that define us. It's not your GPA, your bench press PR, your Instagram follower count, or the number of extracurriculars you crammed into one tired little Google Calendar. What truly matters is your quality, your kindness, your courage, your ability to make someone laugh on their worst day, your ability to laugh at yourself, even when you trip up walking the stage. No judgment if that's you today. We've all been there. I know it's tempting to chase numbers. They're easy to measure, easy to compare. But being a good human, there's no report card for that. No gold star. No app that tracks how empathetic you are. But it matters more than anything. Let me tell you a little story. It's not grand or dramatic. It's actually kind of quiet. A while ago, I was overwhelmed. School, life, expectations, you name it. You know the feeling when your to-do list is actually longer than your will to do any of it? I was tired, and not just the I stayed up too late kind of tired, but the kind where you feel like you're going through the motions. And then someone I barely knew looked at me and asked, "Hey, how are you doing? Like really?" And I froze. Because I couldn't remember the last time someone had asked me that without expecting a rehearsed spiel. That moment, it didn't solve all my problems, but it reminded me that I wasn't invisible, that I mattered. Not for what I had produced or achieved, but just for being Nishida Karikati. Someone special once told me, the worst part about existing in this world is that we have no idea how much we are loved. And that line stuck with me, because it's true. We go through life so fast, measuring ourselves against everyone else, trying to prove our worth and chase social validation, when in reality, you already are worthy. You are already loved. So to every single person in here today, whether you're graduating with honors or just relieved to be graduating at all, whether you're heading to college, taking a gap year, joining the workforce, or still figuring it out, I want you to hear this. You are enough. Not because of what you've done, but because of who you are. And if you remember nothing else from this speech, except the fact that I've mentioned push-ups way too many times, please remember this. Be a good person. Above all, just be a good person. Ask your friends how they're doing. Call your parents, even if it's just to say I love you. Hold the door, compliment a stranger, forgive, even when it's hard. These are the things that build a beautiful life, not the numbers. So here's to us, the class that survived everything from Zoom fatigue to hallway traffic jams, from existential crisis in the parking lot to caffeine addictions, built-in AP classes to senioritis. From the Hamilton karaoke during AP Gov student hours, to the daily walks to QT, to parenting babies in psych, to deep conversations at the back of physics class, to chasing people down with stickers in the hallways for senior assassin, to riding the Incredicoaster for the first time, to the dances, parties, sunrises, and sunsets. I've cherished every moment of being present here as a class. We may not have everything figured out, like how taxes work, or how to fold a fitted sheet, or how to cook rice without using YouTube, but we figured out enough to know what matters. Here's to the late nights, the laughter, the breakdowns, the breakthroughs, and the moments in between. Here's to happy endings and even happier beginnings. Congratulations, class of 2025. We did it, and we did it with heart. Thank you.
And finally, Our final senior speaker, our class orator, who will be attending Yale in the fall, Tanish Doshi.
Good evening, and thank you all so much for being here today. My name is Tanish Doshi, and I've been a student at this school since 7th grade. For the past 4 years at Basis, and for many of us even longer, we've been part of a system designed to make us feel exceptional. We've been surrounded by teachers who know not just our names, but our strengths, our stories, and our weaknesses. Miss Flute's door has always been open if we're in need of advice, a place to sit quietly, or just some candy. Miss Bruce has always been willing to entertain our thoughts on everything from curriculum to grading policies, even when she disagrees. We've had the immense fortune of friends and classmates who have cared for us, listened to us, celebrated us. Classmates who are willing to stay up late and help us study for an exam the next day, not because it will help their scores, but because they care about ours. At Basis, for 4 long years, we've been repeatedly told, with warmth and conviction, that we matter. We've been told that our ideas, our voices, and our potential all matters. We've been told that we deserve to be heard. All these people believing in us hasn't just been comforting, it's been transformative. It's the reason so many of us have taken over a dozen APs. It's why we've started clubs, organized fundraisers, and created research papers. It's why we've pushed ourselves, academically, creatively, and personally. At Basis, we've learned to believe in our potential because everyone around us believed in it first. But soon, we leave. And the world we're entering doesn't function like Basis. It is a world where validation is scarce and obstacles are plentiful, where you might send out 50 job applications and hear back from 5, where professors won't know your name in a lecture hall of 500 students. It's a world that will challenge not just our intellect, but our very sense of self. In the real world, there won't always be someone telling us we can do it, whatever it is. So as we leave this school and go out into this new, permanent reality, we face a choice. We can let the absence of constant external validation, the absence of our teachers and administrators and parents and classmates encouraging us, we can let that absence diminish our sense of what's possible. We can lower our expectations, narrow our ambitions, and convince ourselves that maybe, all along, we weren't so capable. Or, we can internalize the assurance we've received here for 4 years. We can carry it with us. We can use it as motivation when there is nothing rational in the world around us to motivate us. And the reason I need you, my classmates, to carry this motivation with you is because I believe deeply that every single one of us, every single one of you, is entirely capable of greatness. Not because we made it through difficult AP classes and exams, but because we made it through 18 years of life in what is at times a cruel and difficult world. The fact that we have persevered, that we have made it to the next day for thousands and thousands of days in a row, that we have made it to the end of this journey, that is remarkable in and of itself, no matter how we got here. And through all of it, we have cared and thrived and achieved and loved. That is what makes me so confident in saying that every single one of you is capable of achieving greatness. But I also know this. There will be days when greatness feels impossible. Days when just getting out of bed will feel like an achievement. Days when failure or disappointment will knock you so far down that you can't imagine ever standing up again. On those days, remember this. Survival is sometimes achievement enough. Making it to tomorrow is sometimes the most important thing you can do. This compassion for ourselves, this understanding that success takes many forms, that is the most important thing that BASIS has taught us. BASIS has taught us that greatness isn't about constant, uninterrupted success. It's about continuing. It's about falling and getting up again. About failing and trying again. About moments of doubt followed by small acts of courage. Our school has taught us that we deserve to be heard, that we deserve to take up space, that we are capable of remarkable things. But perhaps, as we leave, the most remarkable thing we can do is believe in our own potential, even when no one else does. The most remarkable thing we can do is hold on to our potential, even when the world tries very, very hard to diminish it. But this potential is not meant to exist in isolation. It is meant to be shared. Because once you truly believe in your right to be heard, in your right to take up space, you also inherit a responsibility to use that space for something meaningful. A responsibility to not become apathetic. A responsibility to make this world better than you found it. And that class of 2025 is what I want for all of us. I want for us not just success, but significance. Not just achievement, but impact. Not just a good life, but a life that makes other lives better. So as we graduate, as we move beyond the constant validation of this school, hold on to the belief in your potential that was nurtured here. Carry it with you. Use it as a foundation when the ground beneath you feels unstable. Not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. Because greatness might be waiting around a corner. Because all of us have talents and passions that cannot be squandered. Because the world needs exactly what we have to offer. Congratulations, and thank you for the past 4 years.
I'm going to take a second and validate you one more time. Hello, my babies. I've been pondering you all year, trying to figure out how to encapsulate you when you were all so different. And what kept popping into my head was your rare and powerful audacity. You are so willing to take risks, aware that there will be consequences. Sometimes this audacity has resulted in great things, reflecting your creativity and intelligence, and sometimes it's resulted in consequences. I've borne witness to the often meaningful and occasionally whimsical things your audacity has created. Documentaries, podcasts, apps, yes, but also impromptu spelling bees. A West Side Story style choreographed dance fight. A 3D printed heart, a film tribute to 100 years of solitude that could rival Scorsese. A full set of cardboard armor, and the perfect salted caramel macaron. I have witnessed you break your own hearts for the better, knowing you would survive. You stand up for and to each other, cheer for each other, and comfort each other. Your audacity has led to the exchange of thoughtful gifts and honest words. I've witnessed your minds and mouths race faster than the world can keep up with. I've seen you take on teachers, admin, referees, politicians, and your traumas in the name of justice, but also in the name of authenticity, the right to be yourself, and sometimes just to be heard. Some of you are the candles, illuminating paths with your brilliance and passion, while others are the mirrors, steadily reflecting and magnifying light where it's needed most. But all of you have the audacity to refuse to dim your light for other people. Please know that we hear you, we see you, and we're very proud of you. William, you embody the truth that talent alone isn't enough. It needs hard work, endurance, discipline, and the support of others to transform into something meaningful. Through your example, you've shown others that calm often conquers chaos, and that growth comes through reflection, not just action. your boldness operates in the quiet spaces. Darren, you bring a restless, organized chaos wherever you go. Your willingness to be silly, no matter what, is balanced only by your hard work. You are a natural leader, the first to try, the first to take things someplace new. You find genuine ways to uplift those around you, which is what allows you to lead a class, a team, or an off-brand NSYNC. Jimmy, you have the audacity to find magic in an imperfect world. You've taken on responsibility and with grace, pursued truth with humility, and transformed uncertainty into intellectual curiosity. Your greatest audacity is your refusal to let circumstances define you. Instead, you've become the steady force that others rely on. You understand that real strength isn't avoiding life's tunnels, it's jumping in with courage. Richmond, you create solutions where others think none exist, often forging a difficult but successful path to the other side. Breaking patterns is hard. It takes audacity to do things a new way, to be something different than what came before, and to build new connections. Continue to question yourself and continue to question others. Patrick, your audacity lies in your unwavering commitment to being the steady force others need, even when your own world feels uncertain. You approach every challenge, academic, athletic, or personal, with the same analytical precision that's made you both a champion and a guardian. Your greatest audacity is your ability to remain humble while achieving at levels that would make others boastful, proving that strength whispers while weakness shouts. You are a force. Tanisha, you have the courage to love with your whole heart and are learning the hardest part is loving yourself the same way. You are always willing to reflect the best parts of others, and it's this ability to refract light that draws people to you. You will always have the support of others if you look for it, but you don't need anyone else to face the oceans ahead. Faith, your audacity lives in your beautiful consistency. You bring the same passionate dedication to everything you do. This year, you've learned the hardest lesson. You must be as committed to your own well-being as you are to the success of everyone around you. Unexpected challenges will come, but you have the resilience to handle them all. Suhani, your strength lives in your beautiful defiance of darkness. You've taken the unimaginable and transformed it into endless possibility. From the theoretical to the practical, from personal healing to community building. You've proven that the most powerful audacity is using your own survival to ensure others not only survive, but thrive. You have everything you need to be great. Amelia, you define audacious. You are unafraid to fight hard battles, construct strong boundaries, and thrive in competitive spaces where others falter. Yet you're bold enough to abolish everything you've built when principle demands it. Your biggest fights will be internal, your struggle will be with patience, your power will come from your intelligence paired with that fierce heart of yours. Protect it, yes, but don't hide it. It's too beautiful to keep in the shadows. Justin, your audacity isn't loud, but it runs deep. You're brave enough to choose substance over the frivolous, to pursue thought over noise. The peace you choose isn't passive, it's a strong, intentional peace. You have that wonderful quality of knowing which direction you want to go while remaining unafraid of getting lost along the way. Ella, one of the gifts of being a reader is that you can live 1,000 lives in one. You find something to learn from everyone and everything that you encounter, and it's part of what makes you so capable. It is hard to be a dignified teenager. It takes a courageous amount of trust in your core. May that steady sense of self always be with you. Simar, your audacity lives in your beautiful rebellion against limitations. You've chosen to open your heart, teaching yourself skills that fascinate you. Your ability to spot needs and fill them without fanfare, combined with your quiet focus and determination, your gracious and silly humor, and your open heart mean you will always have comfort from those who need you and whom you need. Ian, you are audacious enough to be brilliant without being arrogant and to seek true collaboration. If you're going to do something, you're going to do it to the best of your ability. Your fearlessness lies not just in your intellect and your deep and true love of learning, but also in your open mind and your willingness to share. You choose to celebrate rather than dominate, all while being entirely yourself. Avi, Motorcycle riding teaches us that the true fearlessness isn't reckless. It's being fully present, quick to respond, and deeply aware of risk. You've mastered this same approach to life, moving through the world with genuine attention to others and openness to differences. Your senior project showed that your music reflects your gentle kindness and your gift for connection. This gift ensures you'll never lack for strength when challenges come. Nakyeon, you have the audacity to choose growth over comparison, humor over bitterness, and authenticity over perfection. Feeling your feelings is hard, and naming them and acknowledging them is even harder. Your strength is in your humor. Never let go of Glenn Powell. Finding the funny means that you can find hope, and you should have so much hope because you have everything you need to define what success means to you. Adam Dewyer, your audacity lies in your belief that gears, like people, need just the right conditions to work together, and you're willing to provide the patience and ingenuity to make it happen. You understand the importance of routine maintenance and manufacturer's instructions, but you're also willing to work and problem solve until connections are made and things are running smoothly. Willingness to figure out how things work will always bring you understanding. Abby, you carry the instincts of someone who has learned early to take responsibility for others, the caretaking, the problem solving, the putting other people first. But you've developed something even rarer, the wisdom to know when to step back and when someone doesn't deserve your energy, when caring for yourself isn't selfish but necessary. You are feisty and unflappable, and you will be utterly unstoppable. Nishal, you are universally recognized as one of the kindest people in your grade, and it's brave to leave into your caretaking instincts, especially as a young man. It involves transformative emotion. You are capable of turning pain into purpose, fear into excitement, and differences into strengths. Being kind isn't passive, it's revolutionary. Avya, your audacity lies in your refusal to let unfairness have the last word. You are confident without arrogance, determined to forge your own path in your own way. Following your instincts can be scary, but you will always draw others to you, creating friendship exactly when and where you need it. Never be afraid to hit them with a good pun. You've already proven you know how to code your way to success. Dakota, while others your age wrestle with indecision, you've mastered the art of commitment to schools, ideals, dreams, and whatever captures your heart. You refuse to let darkness win, yet you understand that without darkness, we've never recognized the light. Your resilience drives you to seek experiences that feed your curiosity. Keep throwing yourself into the deep end and keep trusting your instincts about when to surface. Tanish, people assume that your audacity comes from confidence, but in truth, it comes from constant evaluation and reflection. You are willing to live in the scary places between certainties, to make decisions that others will call distractions, and to both live fully in the moment and think of the very long-term consequences. As you pick and choose what you wish to do, to say, and to be, remind yourself that only you can decide what true integrity means. Let your horses run free, but keep an eye on where they're going. Jack, you possess the fearlessness that comes from discovering that hard work actually pays off. You understand the power of transformation, of deciding to change and then seeing it through. You lead with joy, laughter, and your infectious smile. Your ability to keep things light while steadily pursuing your goals means life will never become so heavy that you lose sight of the fun. Emma, as an artist, you've had to learn the power of deciding to be done. Yes, your desire for perfection allows you to create amazing things, pangolins and chickens, but it is in your ability to let them go out into the world that you are audacious. You will always be able to find the beauty without ignoring the inevitable scars. Leadership for you is empathy, just as imperfections are authenticity. You already know that true art serves not the artist's ego, but the human need for understanding. Adam Patak, your audacity shows in your willingness to grow. Those complex emotional and relation spaces that many people avoid are becoming home to you. Who you're meant to be isn't about collecting perfection. It's about persistence and authentic growth. You are so capable of truly listening to learn, and this will give you immense strength because the world desperately needs people who can navigate complexity with both courage and compassion. Jackson, your audacity lives in your refusal to let mistakes define you. You've learned the hardest lesson of all, that true strength means fighting your way back towards who you want to be. Your kind heart should always be your compass, even when the path feels uncertain. Give others the chance to understand you just as you work to understand them. You will need to be audacious enough to love yourself, not despite your flaws, but because of your courage to keep growing through them. Tyler, your audacity is the steady kind. You have the audacity to pursue excellence quietly, but for the pure love of mastery. You have the courage to choose service over comfort, faith over convenience, and authentic friendship over ephemeral connections. Keep demonstrating love. Your audacity isn't flashy, it's foundational. Matthew, your bravery lies in your willingness to step up for yourself and others, your friends or family. You fill gaps, often without being asked, and are willing to learn from anyone. You think of others before yourself and have the courage to both be student and teacher, caregiver and friend. Lean into your ability to transform. It will carry you. John, your courage lies in your willingness to embrace confusion and wrestle it to the ground, keeping only what serves you. To be vulnerable is to stand open before the world, and you do this every time you share your music, seek advice, or admit that you don't have all the answers. You chase wisdom when others flee from hard truths, and you pursue understanding even when it cuts deep. Your audacity is in your relentless refusal to dim your curiosity about this vast, complicated world and about the person that you're becoming within it. Jacob, you always have a perspective and the courage to stick to it. Your consciousness of your needs is matched by the high expectations you have for yourself. Even when things could have derailed you, you demonstrated persistence and perseverance. Even when others don't understand, you follow the goals that resonate with you. Your willingness to keep reaching for ambitious dreams, even when they feel out of reach, shows the rarest kind of courage, the audacity to believe in yourself. Caleb, you've been so patient with yourself, but also with others, as you grow and determine who you want to be. You have the courage to care about a world which hasn't always been kind to you. Your emotional strength makes you an amazing friend, and your unwavering commitment to being yourself is matched by your commitment to serving others. Stay true. Nishita, your audacity shows in your graciousness and how you step up to lead when others step back and transform personal challenges into accomplishments. Your optimism allows you to follow your heart, demonstrating that real excellence isn't about maintaining a perfect image, it's about maintaining a perfect commitment to yourself and to growth. This makes you a great person and will make you a great doctor. Matt, your audacity lies in your refusal to accept that you must choose between excellence and joy, between responsibility and fun. You understand that growth requires sacrifice, and sacrifice is always easier when there's humor. You light up every room you enter. You have the rare audacity to be both physically strong and emotionally open, deeply serious, and genuinely funny. Your flexibility will ensure that you always find a way to have fun. Connor, your courage lies in your willingness to do terrifying things anyway, to lead into the unknown without a map, and to chase perfection knowing it will always outrun you. You see what others miss, care for what others overlook, and work when others quit. But it's your refusal to stay down that carries you the deepest. You rise not because it's easy, but because rising is who you are. Keep pushing. You haven't even glimpsed the full scope of what lies within you. Dylan, your audacity is in your open heart. You dare to feel everything fully, ask for guidance without shame, and offer support without conditions. You are mostly open and honest and seek counsel when you need to and offer it when it's requested. Your loyalty is revolutionary in an era of convenience relationships. Have the courage to keep your heart and mind open. Rebecca, you have the courage to persist, to believe the best will come, and yet to see the world perfectly clearly. You are intellectually fearless, yet also humble, understanding that no one has all of the answers. Meeting people where they are is challenging. You know when to connect, when to persevere, and when to let go. Trust your judgment. It represents your fierce intelligence and your strong heart. Katie, you are a force beyond words. Your energy is boundless, and when it's focused on a challenge, you are unstoppable. Your passion is your strength and makes you a leader, especially when the chips are down. You are fiercely protective and fiercely loving. Your audacity lies in your strong feelings. They are a weapon against mediocrity and a shield for those who need defending. Akash, you have the audacity to stay calm in stressful moments and to provide empathetic support. Your sense of familiar responsibility gives you motivation, but your willingness to persevere gives you success. You know the power of a single building block. Each tiny bit can be put together to make something greater. Stay strong in your ability to go block by block. Jalen, you are so tenacious, not just academically, but in your quest to be a better person, to forge your own path, and to figure out the world. Sometimes this results in facing hard truths, but more often it results in reaching new heights. You are unfailingly kind toward others and learning what true kindness is to yourself. There will always be courage in asking for help when it's needed. Tate, you have the audacity to find limitless possibilities in scenic views and profound truths in pottery wheels. You've transformed struggle into artistic triumph, proving that there's no single path to understanding. Your greatest audacity is your refusal to dim your creative spirit even when the road gets rough. You simply paint your way through it. Remember that when traditional methods don't work, your creativity will carry you through. Pooja, your independent thought is your greatest source of strength. Your brain works wonderfully, and that's exactly why the world needs your perspective on the impossible. Your refusal to accept traditional boundaries between biology and technology, between simple and complex, between what is and what could be, mean you will always be in transformation, yet this is where you thrive. True resilience isn't avoiding failure, but transforming it into fuel for the next experiment. Mary May, your courage burns in your absolute refusal to be diminished or defined by others. You are a scientist and a storyteller, a learner and a teacher, an artist and an intellectual because you refuse to let the world force you into a single box. You shatter barriers, not just for yourself, but for every girl who comes after you. Your greatest acts will always be while wielding your voice to lift others. You are right to refuse to be diminished, but always be open to understanding. Jeffrey, your audacity blazes in how you turn secrecy into strength and independence into excellence. You operate like your own CEO, making strategic decisions about your time and future without needing anyone's approval or validation. Your willingness to constantly destroy your comfort zone while maintaining your perfect execution shows the rarest audacity, complete ownership of your own becoming. Paulina, your courage lives in your ability to turn practically nothing into everything. You've danced into and out of the spotlight, all while maintaining perspective on who and what is important to you. You understand that true audacity isn't about having advantages, it's about creating them from whatever you're given and refusing to let anyone else define what's possible for your life. Keep your head up and your eyes open. Turhan, your bravery blazes in how you seek possibilities rather than settling for what's been predetermined. Your insatiable curiosity to understand, know, and experience means constant adjustment and growth. The world will never be as kind to you as you are to others, but you will begin to learn how to build the life you seek. You understand both the beauty and the cruelty of humanity, yet you focus on the beauty. Continue to share the gifts you possess and the gifts you have been given. Lau, your audacity blazes in your refusal to let limitations, even those you've set for yourself, define you. You've engineered solutions, mastered systems, and painfully fought through problems. You've learned when it's time to pivot, even when it scares you. You understand that the real audacity isn't avoiding challenges, it's transforming them into opportunities to serve others while staying true to the curious, kind person you have chosen to become. Allison, you dare to see the world as one giant story waiting to be told. While others watch for entertainment, you study for perspective. While others avoid responsibility, you see it as an opportunity to grow. You understand that real audacity isn't about being fearless. It's about being curious enough to listen to everyone and brave enough to make sure that they're heard. Continue to have the courage to stay grounded while reaching for everything the world has to teach you. Kobe, your audacity blazes in how you've turned every challenge into an opportunity for connection. You transformed cultural struggles into community celebration, academic pressure into compassionate leadership, and high expectations into authentic self-expression. You understand that real change happens not only through grand gestures, but through patient daily choices, like teaching basketball to someone others ignore, or sharing yourself through food. Your greatest audacity is refusal to let anyone, yourself included, remain isolated. Zaid, your audacity lies in your gentle revolution. You fight with compassion, lead with vulnerability, and educate with patience. You've learned that true courage isn't about being fearless, it's about being authentically yourself when authenticity feels like insecurity. Your refusal to accept the world as it is will drive you to create the world as it should be. Remember, you need to breathe deeply to thrive fully. Even the strongest hearts need moments of stillness. Anya, your audacity shines in how you've made excellence look effortless while carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. You've learned that true leadership isn't about being the smartest person in the room. It's about making everyone else feel smarter and more confident too. In your life, brilliance and compassion aren't competing forces. They're collaborating ones. Remember that who you are is enough and always will be. Esther, your greatest strength blazes in your unwavering honesty and loyalty to yourself, to your family, and to your friends. Your genuine joy in others' success reveals courage, being completely yourself while making everyone around you feel valued and seen. You deserve to be treasured not just for your sharp intelligence and honest emotions, but for the irreplaceable gift of being exactly who you are. Your humor and strength aren't just qualities you possess, they're gifts you give to everyone lucky enough to know you. Kathy, your strength lies in the resilience you sometimes lose faith in. Your ability to evaluate a recipe also matches your ability to evaluate situations. Your decisions are often the right ones, and your true courage shines when you trust yourself. Continue to speak up and speak out, because your voice is important. Did I skip anybody? Butter. It's on my phone. Butter, on the sports field, you found a leadership position that you've never seen. Oh, there it is. You found a leadership position that is new to you sometimes and comfortable for you and others. You've taken on responsibility of leadership even when it doesn't feel comfortable. You fought through feeling uncomfortable by being audacious and doing new and different things. Your greatest audacity is in your refusal to let things define you, other people, our school, your parents. Instead, you are the steady force that you turn to when you need help. Real strength isn't avoiding life's hardships. It's not in crying when we don't make a goal. Real strength is getting back up and continuing to go. Anybody else? Sam. It's because they moved my script around. I definitely got Mr. Flores. Sam, as you know, you once said my favorite thing to me, which is that you were going to make it harder for me to condescend to you. The brilliance and paradox of that has always stuck with me because it demonstrates an astute awareness of what's going on around you, even when others think that you're not paying attention. Your dedication to dress reflects your dedication to yourself and to life and to trying new and different things. As you continue to find success, continue to celebrate yourself. You have everything you need to be successful and so much to offer other people. Your music is just the beginning. That's everybody. George, I must be missing a page. George, your emotions wear you out. You have a hard time sometimes deciding what is real and what is living in your head, and yet it is your kindness that has led you forward this far. It is difficult to be there for yourself the way that you are always there for other people. You take in other people's stories like they are food, but yet you give back your kindness and understanding. Don't be afraid to lean into your emotions, to carry yourself through, and to be exactly who you are in any given moment. Your kindness is unmatched. Your willingness to listen is unique, and your greatest audacity will come from continuing to be yourself. All right, and then, is that it? On B. Anvi, you were under Turhan. My bad. Anvi, you don't always feel like you are the front runner, and yet you are. You don't always feel like success has found you, and yet it always does. You find solutions, you master systems, you step up when it's time, and you continue to grow, even when it's uncomfortable. Things don't always come your way the way that they should, and yet you never show less than grace towards others. Take any opportunity that you can to show that same grace to yourself, because you definitely deserve it, and you deserve to share that with other people as well. That's everybody, right? We're good? Okay. Anybody else? And now we've come to the time that you've all been waiting for. I would like to present the class of 2025 with the conferral of their degrees. Ms. Pruce will present each candidate with their diploma. Ms. Brookins will present senior project participants with the High Honors Medallion on my behalf. Come on up, Avia. There we go. You ready? Stay right there. Avia Kumar Agrawal. Abigail Catherine Anderson. Ella Anderson. Rebecca Arnold. Katie Grace Drummond. William Black Van Roy. Butter Shibuki. Jalen Chen. Samuel Vincent Colosi. Shira Doshi. Mary Ray Elkins. Aviyukta Gagneja. Matt Hooking Fruchtman. Jack Adam Stewart Hackwell. Zay Mark Hamden. Jacob Dennis Hart. John Michael Holly Teo. Turhan Ayan Kamal. Nishida Kirikati. Amelia Kim. Emma Sayun Kim. Peterson IV. Tyler Aaron Pickett. Adam Daniel Patak. Matthew Guevara Karaman. Dylan Scott Redmond. Caleb Paul Brenner. Connor Adam Brenner. Jackson Rollins. Faith Stephanie Ryan. Kobe Sarsa. They know it's a long night. They just didn't want you to be hungry. Yeah, it's a hot banana. It's a hot banana. Simmer Seagal. Anvi Sharma. Vishal Shastri. Hyun Tron. Paulina Verivoda. Jeffrey Lil Wen. Dakota Elizabeth Wong. Richmond Yang. Nakyung Yoon.
Class of 2025, please rise. On behalf of the faculty and staff, I would like you to know how very proud we are of you and all that you have accomplished and all that you will accomplish. Upon behalf of the recommendation of the faculty of Basis Oro Valley, I certify that these seniors have met all of the requirements set forth by the state of Arizona and Basis Ed. I hereby declare the class of 2025 to be graduates of Basis Oro Valley. Graduates, it is now time to move your tassels from the right side to the left to signify your graduation. Please turn and receive your loved one's applause.
I had to use my dean voice. You guys weren't hearing me. Thank you, Miss Fluid. Miss Fluid planned all of this. She planned everything, so she did a great job. Thank you so much. Graduates, I would like to offer you my warmest congratulations for a prosperous and successful future. Thank you so much to our families, our friends, faculty, and staff for joining us in our celebration of the class of 2025. Graduates, you can toss your caps. graduates process out.